Hello and welcome to the world of vertical eco gardening. I'm going to show you everything that comes with your vertical eco garden kit, starting with a complete set of instructions, an automatic watering kit, and the vertical eco garden itself, which you'll see is very lightweight and flexible. And I just want to point out a couple features about this material itself. It's felt-like, but it's actually a geosynthetic material that's used for soil stabilization applications and soil conservation. It's highly permeable, so it's designed to grow things, but it's also highly resistant to UV rays, so it will hold up in the sunlight. It's designed for outdoor applications and will last you for many years in your vertical eco garden. Also included in the kit is organic growing medium, which can be actually recycled at the end of the season. You can also feed this soil. You can add nutrients depending on the types of plants that you're going to grow, but it also will last you for many years. Let's set it up. Make sure that it's tight. This is the organic growing media that comes with your vertical eco garden, and as you can see, it's shipped to you dry, but like any good potting soil, before we add it to the garden, we want to add a little bit of moisture, make it easier to handle. Now you can see that we've added our water, and the growing media holds just enough moisture, almost like a potting soil. All right, with our growing media moistened, we'll begin by filling the rooting chamber. And you just want to shake it a little bit to make sure that the growing media goes down to the bottom. And we're going to add enough just so that it comes up to the top. You don't want to pack it in too tight because, again, this is where the roots are going to grow, and you don't want that to be too compacted. You want to have lots of nice room for them to breathe and find their way. I'm just imagining how delicious those vegetables are going to be at the end of the summer. So now that that chamber is full and you can see that it's filled in nicely, I'm going to go in and kind of stretch this pocket a little bit. Remember, it's that nice permeable felt-like fabric, so it's made to stretch. So I'll just put a little bit of growing media in there, pack it in with my fingers, and prepare it for its plant. All right, I'm going to show you how to install the Vertical Eco Garden automatic watering system. You can see it's just a flexible tube, and we have little drippers here at the end that are going to feed that water throughout the summer. So we'll bring the tube across, and you can open up the Velcro tabs that are located at the top of the Vertical Eco Garden, put those around the tube and lock them in place. And as I've done here, you can see that I've located the tube just to the left of that Velcro tab so that it doesn't slide back and forth. The Vertical Eco Garden also comes complete with a little hose fitting here, fits any kind of a garden hose. I'm going to go ahead and attach that now. We'll turn on the water, and I'll show you how to adjust your little drippers. All right, now I'm going to show you how to adjust the little dripping system. There's a little nozzle at the end of that tube that you would rotate counterclockwise to open up the fitting, and you can see that it allows water to come out. Actually, it can come out as much as like a little spray. But a slow drip is really all that you need to feed that system. So I'll adjust that down till it gets just to be about exactly the right amount. You can see just that slow drip, and then I'll place it over the pocket. The water will permeate down through the Vertical Eco Garden and provide enough moisture to feed all of your plants. The vertical eco garden is ideal for growing any kind of plant. You can grow herbs, flowers, even vegetables from seed. But there's a couple tricks I want to show you to make sure that you're successful to develop that good strong root anchorage that grows nice healthy plants that yield lots of fruit. Let's get started. I just want to talk a little bit first about plant selection. With a vertical eco garden, you actually want a smaller plant, which is good because they're cheaper, obviously, at the greenhouse. But you can see I've selected something kind of small here in a small pot. This one's actually already bearing some fruit. What we're going to do first of all is create a little indentation. We're going to use the pot to do that because it's the same size as the root that we want to grow inside of our growing chamber. So I'm going to move away a little bit of the potting medium, insert that little container and create an indentation. I'll remove the plant from its little container, put it in that little pocket that I've created, and now firm the potting medium around it, push him down, make sure he's nice and snug in his little bed. And what that's going to do now is draw those roots into this patented rooting chamber, and again, that's what's going to give us that good strong anchorage, going to create a good, strong, healthy plant. You can also plant seeds in your vertical eco garden. Now I've selected a bean plant here for the bottom because it has a higher canopy than these other plants. I'm putting it in the little bottom pocket there. Again, just inserting it into the potting medium at the same depth that you would for a normal garden. Put those little seeds right to bed. And actually I'm putting about 4 seeds in each pocket. And what we do there is, not every seed germinates sometimes, so you want to give yourself a lot of different options. Once they begin to sprout, the plant that looks the most vigorous, you can kind of thin out the ones that are not, and let the most vigorous plants grow. But again, I've got my high canopy plants at the bottom. I've got some sort of middle-sized plants here in the center pockets, and then some cascading plants here. I've got some herbs, a little rosemary, and some flowers that can fill in at the top. So as these things begin to grow, one does not shade the other, and we get plenty of color and plenty of foliage throughout the summer. Now here's a little secret that we took from the fruit industry. You want to grow fruit. You don't want to grow a stem. You don't want to grow a lot of leaves. What you want is good, strong root anchorage, and if you provide some support for this plant, it'll put all of its energy into yielding fruit and not a larger stem. So what we've done is put a little grommet here on this channel on the side. As your plants grow up, take a piece of string, tie it into that grommet, come across the front of the plant and tie it on the other side here. And again, what that's going to do is support the plant, which knows it's got good strong root anchorage, and it says, great, now I can concentrate on growing fruit, don't have to grow a big strong stem, and boy, you'll be surprised at how much yield you'll get.